Welcome to next session on two-port networks. We are discussing various ways in which we are describing the two-port network, wherein any complex network consisting of resistances. In fact, it will include dependent sources, impedances later on. The subject circuit theory is not so simple as you might be perceiving, depending upon the manner in which I am discussing. Since it is what we can say disconnected mode, I am trying to explain simple things earlier. We will try to build up slowly so that we are more comfortable in understanding. So what we are doing by all this discussion on two-port networks, what we have is we are having a very complex circuit consisting of resistances. When looked from amongst two ports, 1 dash and 2 dash, with two ports there are two voltages and two currents, V1 I1, V2 I2. Then any two-port network is fully described by four parameters which establish relationship between two voltages and two currents by expressing any two of them as a linear combination or weighted sum of remaining two. So we express Z parameters where voltages were expressed as weighted sum of currents. V1 was weighted sum of I1 I2, V2 was another weighted sum of I1 I2, and units of all these parameters Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 was ohms. Then these are called as open circuit parameters because while computing we have to keep one port open for two parameters, other port open for remaining two parameters. Then we made an exact switch and discussed about Y parameters where currents were expressed as linear combination of voltages. I1 was a linear combination or weighted sum of V1 V2, and I2 was another linear combination or weighted sum of V1 V2. In that case, these are called as Y parameters or admittance parameters or short circuit parameters because while computing two of them, we have to make one port short. While computing remaining two, we have to make other port short. So these are some simple methods. Now, as I had already stated, there will be 6 sets of parameters. How? Any two are to be expressed as linear combination or weighted sum of remaining two. So there are 4 parameters. So 2 I can select in 6 ways. 2 I can select in 6 ways just by 4C2. So I chose V1 V2 on left hand side to be equation of remaining. Then I1 I2 on left hand side to be equation of remaining. Likewise, there are 6 sets of which 4 are frequently used. Remaining 2 are also there. Those are not that way used. That we will be discussing after midterm. So 2 we have discussed. 2 more are remaining. Out of them, one what we will discuss today is hybrid parameters, and I will not tell the name why it is hybrid. I will explain everything. At the end, I will ask a well-framed question giving some hints. You can pause and then I will answer the question so that you can either tally the answer or know the answer. So in this case, again same thing. V1 is the voltage measured from 1 to 1 dash. I1 is the current flowing inside. I2 is the current flowing inside here. And V2 is the voltage measured from 2 to dash. Then in hybrid parameters, we express V1 and I2. These are called as dependent parameters. These are linear combination of remaining. V1 and I2 as linear combination of remaining two. What are remaining? One remaining is I1, other remaining is V2. So something into I1 plus something into V2. This is also some other thing into I1 plus some other thing into V2. So this is the parameters are called H parameters, hybrid parameters. We will discuss, we will find all values of hybrid parameters, and at the end I will ask the question. So H11 I1 plus H12 I2, note it very carefully. This one is corresponding to this one is corresponding to this one is corresponding to this 2 is corresponding to this 2. Then H21 I1 plus H22 I2. H2 to I2. Now, instead of now there is no need of connecting voltmeter and ammeter. You know everything. So I will ask a simple question. That is, find H parameters for the following network, and we take again one simple network. Then for mid-semester examination, I will be discussing some practice sessions. What kind of questions would be there, because this time it is entirely objective examination. So there are some constraints. How to evaluate students in these constraints is also a challenge. So from that aspect I will discuss something later. Right now we proceed for the conventional learning. So here this I will take as 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 5 ohm. This is 1 dash, 2 dash. So the question is, find H parameters for the following network. Find H parameters for the following network. So when we say find H parameters for the following network, we have got the equation V1 equal to something, I2 equal to something. I write the equation at the top so that we get this space to work with. V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Now, what is given with you? You are given with one voltage source, 1 or 2 as we wish, voltmeters and ammeters. So you can apply voltage to either of the ports. You can apply you can apply only one voltage source, you can apply 2 voltage sources as you wish, and you can measure all voltage and all currents. Now let us start finding various things. So the question is, find H11. Find H11. So we need not think that I am finding all parameters simultaneously. We proceed one by one. The question is, find H11. So if you want to find H11, you need to use equation 1. And by now it is very clear that based on what we will find H11, based on the measure, we will take one voltage, we will take, as discussed, 1 volt voltage source and apply it somewhere. We will take 1 volt voltage source and apply it somewhere, and then measure V1, I1, V2, I2, whatever we can measure, and find out the parameters. So now we need to use equation 1, V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. But here, when we are interested in measuring H11, the hint is very simple. When you want to perform the experiment to measure something, in that case, what is required to be done is we will be measuring voltages, that is V1, V2s, I1 and I2s, and based on that we find the parameters. So each equation contains 2 parameters. You are interested in finding one of them. So the parameter which is remaining, you should ensure that its effect is nullified by ensuring that the multiplier to that parameter is set to 0. So while calculating Z parameters, we kept one port open because it was weighted sum of currents. In case of finding Y parameters, we kept one port short because it was weighted sum of voltages. In case of hybrid parameters now, we will be requiring to maintain either open or short depending upon what parameter we want to nullify. So in this case, we want to nullify the effect of H. We want to compute H11. So while computing H11, you don't want effect of H12. Effect of H12 gets nullified when V2 is 0. If V2 is 0, means port 2 short. When you make port 2 short, you can use equation 1 to find H11, and at the same time you can find equation 2 to find H21. So what will you do? You will make port 2 short. So what is H11? H11 is V1 upon I1 port 2 short, or V2 0. By making port 2 short, we get 2 parameters. Similarly, simultaneously we get H21 is equal to I2 upon I1, same thing, for V2 0 and V2 short. So So with this now it's very simple. What happened? This I will make a small change. I will make it 2 ohms because it will make calculation simpler. So there is 2 ohms. 2 ohm parallel 2 ohm is 1 ohm. 1 ohm, this is short, so 2 ohm parallel 2 ohm. So 1 ohm in series with this parallel. So 1 ohm in series with 1 ohm, total will be 2 ohm. So V1, so what is V1? I will connect this voltage here. I will connect this voltage source here. So V1 is 1 volt. V1 is equal to 1 volt. And what is I1? This will be I1. I1 would be 1 volt upon 1 plus this 1, that is 2. So I1 is equal to 1 by 2 amperes. So H11 is equal to 1 upon 1 by 2, that is 1 volt upon 1 by 2 amperes, that is 2 ohms. So H11 is 2 ohms, is one answer. Now similarly we calculate H21 for the same thing. What is H21? H21 is I2 upon I1. I1 we already calculated, half ampere. So what is I2? I2 is this current. I2 is this current. So this I2 is this current. In this case, how much current is flowing? This is 1 ampere. So this is half ampere. I1 is half ampere. So 1/4 ampere will go here, 1/4 ampere will go here. 1/4 will go here, 1/4 will go here. So current in this direction is 1/4. I2 is this. So I can say I2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So H21 is equal to I2, that is minus 1 by 4 upon I1, that is half. And remember that H21 is the ratio of I2 upon I1, and naturally it will be unitless. This is ohm, it has no units. H11 is having units of ohms. H21 does not have any unit. Now next, third. What we want to calculate? We want to calculate H12. How do we calculate H12? For calculating H12, when we have the first equation, we want to calculate H12. Using first equation, when we want to calculate H12, we want to nullify effect of H11, so I1 should be 0. So when I1 is 0, port 1 should be open. So when port 1 is open, you can't connect voltage at port 1, you have to connect voltage at port 2. So what is H12? H12 is equal to V1 upon V2. V1 upon V2 when I1 is 0 or port 1 is open, and naturally it is ratio of voltages, so it will not have any units. And at the same time we get H22. What is H22? I2 upon V2 when I1 is 0 or port 1 is open, and unit of H22 is ampere upon volt, that is moles. So H11 is ohm, H21 is unitless, H12 is unitless, and H22 is moles. In Z parameters all were ohms, in Y parameters all were moles. In hybrid parameters 1 is ohm, 1 is mho, and 2 are unitless, and that is the reason these are called as hybrid parameters, the mixed parameters. This actually I wanted to ask a question, but it is not so big question that it should be asked, and we should wait for some time. Now how will you calculate? The thing is simple. I1 is to be kept 0, so port 1 is to be open, nothing is to be connected as it is. Then V1 upon V2, so connect something at V2, connect something at port 2. So connect 1 volt voltage source as our standard one. we work with a standard voltage source of 1 volt, connect it to port 2. When you connect it to port 2, V2 equal to 1 volt. Now it is open. So when this is open, it goes out of question. So V2 is 1 volt. This voltage is half volt. There is no current, so there is no drop. So V1 which we measure here is half. V2 is 1, V1 is half. So H12 is equal to V1 upon V2, that is half unitless. And now last, H22 is I2 upon V2. H22 is I2 upon V2. It's most simple. V2 is 1 volt. What is I2? I2 is the current, this current. How much current will flow? This is open. So 1 volt upon 4 ohm. So I2 is 1/4 amperes. So H22 is equal to 1/4 upon 1. That is 1/4 moles. 1/4 moles. So that is, these are the remaining two parameters. These are remaining two parameters. So these four are hybrid parameters. H11, H12, H22, so H21, H22. So this is the third way of expressing the two-port network parameters. As I had already stated, what we are required to do is, we are required to think in such a manner that any two are to be expressed as a linear combination of remaining two. Any two parameters are to be expressed as linear combination of remaining two. So in the first case, we express linear voltages as linear combination of currents. In second case, we express currents as linear combination of voltages. Now there are two ways. Remaining things are there. So H parameters, actually in H parameter there is nothing specific. One voltage and one current. Why V1 and I2? Why I can't choose I1 and V2 as linear combination of remaining two? H parameters V1 and I2 are linear combination of I1 and V2. Similarly, I1 and V2 can also be linear combination of V1 and I2. It is so. These are called as G parameters, but not so much used in practice. So we right now skip that. We will discuss it after next time. Now there are two more ways. In one way, V1 and I1, that is, in first case, voltages were expressed as linear combination of currents, Z parameters. Currents are expressed as linear combination of voltages, Y parameters. V1 and I2, there is no logic, are expressed as linear combination of remaining H parameters. Now it's reverse G parameters, right now we don't go for that. And now there are two remaining two. Port 1 parameters are expressed as linear combination of remaining two ABCD parameters, transmission parameters. And in next case, port 2 is expressed as linear combination of remaining two. These are called as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. That we will not discuss right now. So now we will discuss the fourth one. That is the last one to be discussed. Last one set of parameters to be discussed before midterm. It is ABCD parameters, in which V1 and I1 are expressed as linear combination of remaining two. V1 and I1 are expressed as linear combination of remaining two. So same thing, no change, same V1, V2, port 1, port 2, V1, V2, I1, V1, I1, V2, I2 we have got. Any two can be expressed as linear combination of remaining two. So now this is the fourth set of parameters in which port 1 parameters, that is V1 and I1, are expressed as linear combination of V2 and I2. And these are called now, these are called as ABCD, that there is no logic. The name, it is just like why, if a question is asked to somebody of you, why your name is so and so, you will simply answer parents said so. Similarly, why ABCD, why not Q11, Q22 like this, or these are called as transmission parameters. Why not T11, T12, T21, T22? It could have been, but world is presuming something and there is some convention. Few of you may challenge it and few of you may establish your own convention, but it will take time. But right now we go with the convention used. So V1 and I1. V1 is equal to something. V1 is equal to obviously combination of remaining two. Now here 1 is coming on this side. So here V2 will come, I2 will come. Again V2 will come, I2 will come. So there may be a problem that 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So exactly the convention of 1 1 1 2 may not be followed. So they decided that instead of making it complicated, let us make it ABCD. So AV2 plus BI2 and CV2 plus DI2. V1 is equal to, where we have got it imported over like this. Again same thing, 1 1 dash 2 2 dash, V1 1 to 1 dash, V2 V2 to 2 dash, I1 going inside, I2 going inside. Now to be more precise, there is no logic. In USA there is left hand drive. So not left hand drive, you go in the right lane. In some army vehicles there is left hand drive. So normally driver seat is on the right hand side. In some army vehicles you find it left hand side and it is written left hand drive is written. Like that, why we don't know what is the exact purpose, what would have happened if this would not be there. While expressing linear combination, they decided to include one more minus one. So in expressing, when linear combination is expressed as weighted sum, they weight while calling ABCD, they just chose this. That's all. They chose this. So this is definition and universally followed. There is no specific advantage as such. I2 is this current only. So V1, I1, I2, V1, V2. While calculating value of B and D, in the equation if I put plus, then there will be I will get value of minus B, like that. And based on that I will get value of B. But what they do is, while defining parameters, they define V1 is to be expressed as linear combination. When I say combination weighted sum in a larger sense, sum includes difference. So the definition is V1 equal to A V2 minus BI2, I1 is equal to C V2 minus DI2. So what is A? A is V1 upon V2 when I2 is 0. What is C? C is I1 upon V2 when I2 is 0. What is B? B is V1 upon I2 when V2 is 0. And what is D? D is only thing minus. D is I1 upon minus I2 when V2 is 0. So we will take just a simple example and the computation of parameters will be finished now. So compute ABCD parameters for the following circuit. Ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 dash, 2 dash. So obviously, how we calculate A? A is ratio of V1 upon V2. A is ratio of V1 upon V2 when port 2 is, when I2 is 0 or port 2 is open, and naturally A is unitless. ABCD, in ABCD, Z parameters all ohms, Y parameter all moles, X parameter 2 unitless 1 ohm 1 mho. In ABCD also 2 unitless 1 ohm 1 mho. That we will very easily know. So you must know all 4 parameter set equations, all 4 parameter set values, and units of all 4 parameters. Units of all 4 parameters. So obviously we take conventional one 1 volt voltage source. Please make it clear that it cannot be 1 volt, it can be any voltage. One thing for calculation, it becomes simple, so we keep 1 volt. Connect 1 volt at port 1, keep port 2 open. So what is A? A is equal to V1 upon V2 when port 2 open or I2 0. What is V1? V1 we have chosen to be 1 volt. V1 is 1 volt. Now what will happen? When this is open, this is 1 volt is here, 1 volt is here, same is here. This is 1 and 2. So V2 would be 1 upon 1 plus 2 into 1. V2 is 1 upon 1. This has no rule because this is common. 1 volt is here. It is ideal source. 1 volt, 1 upon 1 plus 2 into 1. So V2 is 1/3. V2 is equal to 1/3 volts. So A is equal to 1 upon 1/3. A is equal to 3 unit less. A is 3. When port 2 is open, we immediately find this one. C. What is C? C is equal to I1 upon V2. What is V2? V2 are all equal 1/3 volt. What is I1? For same condition, that is I2 0 and port 2 open. I2 0, port 2 open. So what is V2? V2 we have already calculated. V2 we have already calculated as 1/3 volt. So what is I1? I1 will now be this 2 and 1 in series. This is open. So 2 and 1 in series, that is in parallel with 2. So 2 parallel 3. 2 parallel 3, that is 2 parallel 3 is 2 into 3 upon 2 plus 3, that is 6 by 5. So 6 by 5, 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 ohm parallel with 2 ohm. So effective is 6 by 5 ohm. V1 is 1. So I1 is equal to 5 by 6. So V2 is 1/3. I1 equal to 5 by 6. I1 equal to 5 by 6. So C is equal to 5 by 6 upon 1 by 3. 5 by 6 upon 1 by 3. So C is equal to, this goes top, 5 upon 2, and what is unit? Moles. A we have calculated, C we have calculated. Now we need to calculate remaining 2. Now we need to calculate remaining 2. For calculating remaining 2, how do we calculate B? What is B? B is port 2 must be shorted. Port 2 must be shorted. So B is V1 upon minus, or I2 ratio is this. So B I can write as B is equal to minus V1 upon I2 when port 2 short or V2 0. And what is D? D is equal to minus I1 upon I2 when port 2 short or V2 0. So what we require to do is, only thing, input we apply at port 1. In case of while computing ABCD parameters, Input you apply at port 1 only. Either you have to keep port 2 0, you get 2. Either you have to keep port 2 open, you get 2 parameters. You have to make port 2 short, you get remaining 2 parameters. So now we have to make port 2 short. When you make port 2 short, obviously this resistance goes out. So what is V1? V1 is 1 volt. So it is very clear. V1 is 1 volt. What is I2 now? What is I2? I2 is this current. How to calculate that? This one is shorted. So 2 parallel 2. So total resistance is 1 ohm. 1 volt is voltage. Total resistance is 1 ohm. This would be 1 ampere. When this is 1 ampere, this is half ampere. This is half ampere. So this is shorted, so nothing will happen. So I2 is this current. So I can say this is half. This half ampere will go here. Half ampere will go here means current I2 is minus half. So I2 is minus half. And what is I1? I1 is 1. So everything is calculated. I1 is 1 ampere. So what is B? B is V1. B is V1, that is 1 upon, not V, minus V1, that is 1 upon I2 is minus half. So B is equal to 2 plus 2. Plus is not required. Plus 2 I will write here. So B equal to 2. Now what is the unit of B? Ohms. B equal to 2 ohms. And then what is D? Minus, what is I1? I1 is 1. What is I2? I2 minus half. So D equal to minus 1 upon minus half, that is just 2. So D is equal to 2 and unitless. D doesn't have any unit. So A 3, C 5 by 2 moles, B 2 ohms and D 2. So these are ABCD parameters. So with this we have finished the description of a 2-port network with the help of 4 parameters defined in different ways. So a single 2-port network is fully described. A single 2-port network is fully described by 4 parameters, and the actual description depends upon which there are 4 values, 2 voltages and 2 currents. There are 4 values, 2 voltages and 2 currents. And what we want that any 2 are to be described as a weighted sum of remaining 2. Any 2 are to be described as weighted sum of remaining 2. In this case, what we are doing is we are describing either 2 voltages as linear combination of currents or currents as linear combination of voltages, or in different way. So when we are describing it in different way, we are finding values Z, Y, H and ABCD. So with this, I think everybody of you must be able, for any given circuit, by knowing the definitions, and when we want to get, there are each parameter has got 2 equations. One voltage or current is remaining expressed as linear combination of remaining 2 with, and there are 2 parameters. So when we want to find one parameter, we make the effect of other parameter 0 by keeping port 2 open, or that respect to port open or short. So we can find all 4 parameters for all 4 realizations: Z parameters, Y parameters, H parameters and ABCD parameters. In the next lecture, we will just go for interconversion of, if we know Z parameters, how do you find Y parameters? Or from any set of parameters, you should be able to convert it to any remaining set. We will discuss in the next session. We will take a break now.